It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're taking a look at the Carolina Panthers and getting a good look at Bryce Young. We're going to watch him throw the rock around, work through some drills, and everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at practice, rookie camp, minicamp, OTAs, training camp, workouts in between, interviews, whatever we can find on these players. It's going to be right here. Those rookies that you're wanting to know about. Those guys you're drafting in fantasy. Those quarterback battles. It's all right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. You need to know what your players are doing in the off season. Minute and 16 of clips. We're going to watch this, loop this, keep talking ball, but here we are. And look who it is. First thing, that's T-Mac. That's T-Mac. We're going to talk about him. Xavier Legette right there. Right there. Showing that speed. Showing that speed a little bit in the clip. It's a slow-mo clip. That's why that was the irony. There we go. Little toss there. More T-Mac. More T-Mac. Here's another one. Looking downfield. Having a little fun with it. Taking off with it. Being able to extend the play. His ability to extend the play. T-Mac downfield. More T-Mac. Looking solid. Looking solid. Bryce Young. Here's another one. Flick of the wrist. Getting it out. Xavier Legette. Getting it downfield. Solid. Another one. More practice. Tossing the ball out there. Pitch and catch should look like pitch and catch. We're going into another off season. More confident in the offense. More confident in what we're doing here. And when we're looking at Bryce Young, I think the main word that comes to mind is resiliency. Resiliency. Because look at what happened last year. Like, we have a rough start. We end up coming back. We put it together in the back half of the season. We start looking good. And this is a quarterback coming out of college. Fast mental processor. Accurate downfield. Can extend the play. Keeps his eyes downfield. Like what you're seeing here. Eyes are just downfield constantly. He just feels what's going on around him. And he just manipulates it. Shorter quarterback. A lot of people down on that of when he was coming out for the draft or even in the off seasons. But the thing is, this guy can play off script. When things break down, things aren't looking good, he can play off script. You see the fast mental processor there. Him going through the reads. You saw the eyes there. He went bam, bam, bam. You just saw that. That's in game 2. That is what you're getting out of him. And we're a young quarterback. We had our rough spots. We ironed through that. The resiliency is the thing that I said earlier. And the ability to come back, to keep going, to be unstoppable. Unstoppable meaning that when bad times happen, you keep rolling. That's what you got here in a quarterback. He's proved that. He's still here. He's still here. That could have been a landslide. I don't think you know that. That could have been a landslide. That's a landslide for a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of players in general, even more talented players. That could have been a landslide for them. He came back and put it together, kept going, kept moving forward. That's what you got here at Bryce Young. He's got talent. He's got talent. He can get that ball out quickly. He can keep his eyes downfield, like I've been saying. He can run an offense. Now we're adding talent here. We got T-Mac in the first round. Why is that important? Go look at the ADOTs, the average depth of targets of the wide receivers last year. Almost all of them pushing above 10 in double digits. We pushed the ball downfield. We like to push it downfield. Where does T-Mac excel? Getting downfield. If we're covered, we're still open. Sticky hands. Now you can just toss it up there. What happens a lot of times, Bryce Young has to extend the play. He has to look downfield still. He has to get creative. Toss it up. That's a wide receiver that fits well with that. That's what you're getting. Now you can be a little Johnny Manziel back there with the wide receiver like this and just creatively toss it up, get it down there, and you're going to have a higher likelihood of converting those plays. On top of that, converting third downs, higher likely. Now you got Legette in there. Now you got an older wide receiver prospect that needed some fine-tuning on his developments, but we have that 4.3 speed with that size. Now we don't have to expect him to be more than what he is. We can move him around the offense, get that short to intermediate, while also with that speed stretching it when we need to, and then also around the red zone area, utilize that size, get those chest matchups while having T-Mac. We know what we want to do with him. We want to toss it up and get to that back pylon. But you also got to worry about Xavier Legette. We also got Hunter Renfrow, a good route runner. Now, Jimmy Horn coming in, twitched up, looking good. Late round wide receiver, but like I've been saying about these Colorado wide receivers, LaJohntay Wester going to the Ravens, Horn here with the Carolina Panthers. Those are two guys to watch. Both those guys killed it in the Shrine Game practices. They were killing some of these guys that got drafted higher up against those DBs. They were killing it. They come here, and they're both looking good. They're both looking good in the practices. Got to pay attention to them. So that adds more depth. You got Adam Thielen back. Adam Thielen creating separation. That's your old warhorse. That's your wide receiver that is going to help you bridge to the young guys. And Cokehead Unite, Jalen Coker here. Looked good last year. Good UDFA wide receiver who's looking to take another step forward. Now you got a deep, talented wide receiver depth chart that's sneakily getting better. Now you're looking at T-Mac, expect him to have a little rookie ramp up, but also eventually he's going to get a 20+% target share. He's going to be the guy. He's going to get a good average depth of target. Guaranteed that's going to be above 10. Guaranteed that's going to be double digits. So you're getting a 20+% target share, and you're getting double-digit ADOT. That is a good blend for fantasy football over the long term. Maybe back into the season, middle of the season, maybe as early as like week 3 or so, somewhere in that range. However, when you think about this long term, maybe it's next year. Those are good work rate numbers, and we're going to be out there making plays. This is a wide receiver that was highly coveted coming out of the recruiting scene. Wire to wire. At the college level, we put it together. We get drafted in the first round. Everything here just screams good prospect, good wide receiver. And we were looking at him in season last year, college football, and just glossing the highlights. And then we did it the year before. When you're waiting years for a player to come out, that is a good indicator that that's a good prospect. When the highlights are more than just highlights, they got production to them, and you got a storyline of how that player is from before they were in college. Odds are increased. And we had a Rico Dowdle. So now we got a 1-2 punch in this backfield. Also, if injuries hit, your backfield's going to be intact. You got some talent there to rely on, too. So Chuba, last year, they wanted to use 2 running backs. They said that going in. Now you got 2 running backs. Miles Sanders wasn't it. Miles Sanders is good in practice. He's a good practice back. But you get him in season, the vision, the want to bounce it outside. He's twitched up. It just doesn't correlate well. They wanted to use him. You look into work rate numbers, you saw that. Now they got another running back that's reliable, that has been productive in the NFL system with the Dallas Cowboys. Bryce Young here. Like we've been saying this for years when we're covering him. Training camp, minicamp, OTAs throughout the years. Fast mental processor, accurate downfield, can play off scripts. Overall, good quarterback prospect. But you're looking at a quarterback here that's probably going to take a step forward. We're taking a step forward with what's around him. We're taking a step forward with the running backs, the wide receivers. We showed resiliency. We got confidence in the system, confidence in who we are. Now we're a true veteran in the game. Bryce Young is a quarterback to pay attention to here in 2025. If you're looking at a quarterback for fantasy football, you're looking at a cheaper quarterback here that you can moneyball. A good moneyball quarterback for the season that you need to be paying attention to, where you can stack up running backs, wide receivers, and still get a prospect here with some upside that could flourish maybe more down the line, maybe earlier than expected, but has potential here in 2025, especially have a ramp-up year. I won't say bounce back, kind of bounce back the back half of the season, but again, we're looking at a quarterback here that's better realized than compared to what consensus is saying about him. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.